Hello everyone, I am in Kingdom 362, and as some of you know that follow me closely or know, we just met the original goal of why I started in this kingdom, uh, which is almost 6 months ago, and that was to take 3 kingdoms at once in a KVK. So from a kingdom startup to, rolling 3 kingdoms, uh, I was I'm 3 or 4 months ahead of where I thought it would take to get there. Uh, Let me show you the game that we're going here. And we're going to go in here and planning a farming community. All right. Save it. Planning a farming community. All right, guys. As you see, I'm sitting over here on a. Oh, my march is returning. Why are we going to plan a community? All right. There's some game mechanics that take place that have to do with what we call seeding, and this stuff has been around long before the Guns of Glory. It's just how somebody who knows how to build game stuff has been taught to do it. It's worked since the days of Civilization and things like that. The first strategy games. You know, how does that level 6 iron tile decide to be there? All right. Well, it's not as accidental as you might think. There is randomness when it gets placed, but how many and where, how many, the randomness is not so random. All right, so I had this farming alliance 100 kilometers from my main. I knew from in K312 that we put in an alliance, my farm alliance, far away from everybody else. I got much better loot, and we went through B so much faster. I got more back boxed and bag loots. All right. Sorry about that. Big cough. Okay, so we're sitting over in our main alliance. Well, that sucks. We're sitting over in our main alliance, and I got guys that were looking at us building farms because you've seen the things on us building the push accounts. Well, we brought 8 or 10 farms over there. Well, the two of us that built the farms up built them properly. Our farms can go in there and run an event, and often do. The since we have to log on to them almost daily, we had them over there pushing loot to us through the exchange. And that's a goal for people that want to get free loot. It's a tedious goal, but it is free. I forget to do it almost every single day, but it is what it is. So, but there's a handcuff that took place. All right, and that handcuff being, I want you to look. I wish I'd have filmed this a couple days ago. I had my C31 sitting right here. I didn't have any of these other farms around here. I was the only castle in the area. All right. So when I went and hit the hunt button on my C31, it said nothing but witches all day long. I could go pop my talent and kill 6 witches and be done in a few minutes. Just equalize my marches and be done. Move on to my next thing. All right. There's still some high level mobs in the area, but when I'm looking around, I'm starting to see 6s. And what's worse, little trick that we told you, right? We got to go into our castle, go to report, find a beast, pop back out. Let's blow up this thing and blow that up. All right, so these quests down here, kill 10 6s. Kill 3 sevens. Those are the quests that are seeding those low-level beasts around your castle. The game knows there's a castle in there, and that in order for that castle to play, these things have got to be somewhere in the area. Now, it doesn't mean you don't have to search for them, but it does mean that they're going to be in the area versus something else. So, you want to get these quests done. And the dilly gaffs in your alliance, do I look like I give a F? You're going to know they're there because as we look around here, we're going to find a whole bunch of level 1 quests, mobs. All right. As I'm looking around, oh, there's a 6. For this. And I need 7s too, but only, of course, being a low level account. Now, a guy gave me this account. All right. And I honestly swear to God, it is easier to build an account from scratch than it is to fix one. Unless it's a C22 or something, I'm probably going to say no anymore. But what's happened is, now you got to go out and manually hunt. See, I'm out there manually hunting to fix his account. Because if I hit the hunt button here, I got level 12s, right? Well, that's great once I get up to the kill 10 level 12s. But until then, I'm hunting for freaking 6s and 5s on an account that doesn't have any beach mart speed. It doesn't have any talents. I mean, everything about this account makes it slow and tedious to a player who's been playing for a while. Once you get used to seeing your airship zoom across the map at 400 kilometers an hour, it's hard to go back to 20 kilometers an hour and wait for it to go kill a level 5 mob. But you got to remember one thing. It's about 2 to 3 days to build these accounts up properly so that if you can get them to C16s, and then once you get them to C16s, you can have them sitting there building up some troops. And a lot of people won't build the troops. Like, well, it eats all the food. Guys, don't worry about it. Honestly, you're better off having troops in the farm than you are having food in loose food in the farm. So build the troops, because with enough troops and a bigger march, you can go out and kill the C30 witches with a C22. All right, and that's bagged loot, that's bagged wood, that's bagged food. It's not getting eaten up. All right, so, and that is much better player XP. It's also rank 4 boxes, which means that you are getting badges. I don't think I have any left on here. I do not. Okay, but I only open rank 4 badges because I get the aristocrat badges. So this is a planned farm community. It's now 150 kilometers away. Okay, and then we go in here and we look, and what I got on my alliance celebration? Badges for low levels. Why? Because I can go over here to the hero store. I can click this button here, and I say sell the special stuff. Oh, look at all them badges that my account doesn't need. Hey, there's 13,000. I could run a bounty, right? And jump my airship on my thing up so that it's out there farming RSS 50 times faster or killing bigger beasts. But more importantly, I can do things like go make sure my gear's getting built. So there's some planning to the plan community. Lots of other videos out there where we talk about this, and this guy's stuff's all in weird spots. All right. I put all my buildings in the same place, and I don't have the gold on here right now to jump around. Okay, so what do I don't have? I don't have these things, which means I need to be killing level 26s and above for those to drop. And I don't have Benonites and red diamond, but I do have them because, and this is the thing about a planned farm, you've got to run the events to win the events. You can't just turn around and click start the RGR and hope a few people don't die. you've got to go in there, reinforce them, score the alliance some points, make sure that it gets stuff to put things in the store. All right, so I know I'm going to be building one of those pieces of farm gear. Actually, I know I'm going to be building a couple of them, so usually 300 Benonites. And I'll go grab 3 of these red diamonds for gear building. And I keep thinking my forge is over there. Alright, so there I've got those materials, and then I need animal hides. Luckily, in the shooting gallery, the shooting gallery is dropping loot at epic levels now. Alright, so reset targets, okay. We are going to go equipment, refresh, and I'll be damned. What I'm looking for now at this point in this patch is 6,300 of whatever material. Start, it's one shot, boom, got it. I go back down to where this one's located. And now, oh, we're not even bothering with that low level stuff. Alright, so get more. Because we did an RGR, I have steel to build this kind of stuff with. Alright, so I can go craft, and it's going to charge me 77. Get more. That's the way to go. Spend $5 on your farm. Alright, I'll do that later. We had a whole farm movement this week, and this is like farm number 9 that I'm cleaning up and building up. So, and like I said, right now, it doesn't even matter. I'm out there killing beasts. So that the beasts that spawn around it, so that as I come in here and burn the stamina off, I'm achieving a goal of increasing what I'm farming around the hive. Alright guys, think of it like a garden. I'm just trying to weed the garden. I'm getting all the crap out of there I don't want. I don't want to be killing level 6, 7 beasts forever. I don't want to be killing level 10, 12 beasts forever. I want to go out there and kill those things that have drops on them. That sometimes randomly, that are going to drop me frag parts. They're going to drop me chests. They're going to even, and in those chests is going to be gold and other stuff. It is so easy to quickly level an account right now to C22. Now, for putting the farms into the main alliance, all right, the new criteria that I'm setting there is C20, you got your VIP on. Okay, so if you have to buy something to open up shooting gallery, that's going to allow you to get all that other stuff that you would normally buy for free. It's going to allow you to deposit gold every single day. That's $4,500 a month right there. Only costs $4,000 to put VIP 8 on for the entire month, which means you're running catacombs. You're getting extra stamina in the catacombs, so usually an extra 2. And let's go out here and activate the VIP. Alright, I don't have it yet, so that means it's not done in research. And that's something I'll focus on the research over here. On the farm is I'm going to turn around and more stamina per round. So there I would start once I get some of this, but for now I need more badges to get further down things. So I'm getting more satchel capacity. That's my focus of research on here because this is a farm. I'm not trying to grow this account, but you can grow this account very quickly. Do not ignore the little stupid things. I've said it on many, many other videos. Skipping content hurts you. Alright? You think you know some way to shortcut these shortcuts, and I promise you if there was a faster, quicker way to doing it, I'd do it. You cannot even buy your way past this. There is no button up here that says kill all the low-level mobs and spawn good stuff around me. Doesn't exist. The epic construction equipment pack. What do we got here? Do, 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 do. It actually adds 10% to the... Wait a second. I've got... Oh, nope, there it is. All right. And dismantle. Okay. Got a little distracted there, guys. They changed some wording and it caught my eye. All right. So, plan communities. That's what this is really about. Now, I'm giving you this, a little bit of oversight and some catch up as to what we're expecting from the castle in here. Nobody wants their castle over in a farm alliance. They get left to wither on the vine. All right. Frankly, your bigs should be coming over here for 4 days of the week and pushing RSS to your littles and getting them ahead on their buildings and yada, and just really helping out. See, we're getting level 7s in what was a level 5 tile spawn, and that's because I've got accounts that we're building up over here. Some of the what am I on? I'm on this one's called Marvin's Martian. I got a Foghorn Leghorn that was given to me that's useless right now, and Taz and Sylvester I'm building myself. I'll have them at C16 tomorrow. Everybody else that I haven't taken to C20, but I had them over in the other farm, was hurting our tile production. So what I did was I moved this farm out here, and I moved my C31 out here by myself, and I watched what tiles started spawning each and every reset that took place. There's a reset about every 6 hours. Or is it 8? Anyway, whenever I saw it refresh, I would check and see what had spawned around me. All right? Both in tile size and what kind of tile. And I started getting more silver when I was out here by myself, and it's still that way right now. And that has to do with how many C20s are in the area. So the silver and iron starts producing more. All right, so castle size will determine the type that spawns in the area, and then your quests will determine the beast levels that are spawning in the area. So, oh, how lucky was that? All right. And this is another reason you want to do the VIP and you want to get the buildings leveled up and you want to get to C20 is a really effective farm. Well, it's 20% more gathering if you have 5 marches and not 4. You get to exchange enough goods with your main account that it only takes 2 farms to send max amount of goods to your main every day. So 2 good C20s beats the hell out of a whole bunch of C15, C16s. Unless you're one of these bot farmers, and then go look around a bot farm where they got a bunch of C10s. There's no tiles around them. And everybody thinks that's because that's the way the game was set up in the beginning. And what really happened was, while there were no castles in the kingdom, they pre-seeded based on a preset zone map. They told you what that zone map was, and then it adjusts based on castle level sizes or stuff that grows in the area. So you can start an alliance over in level 3, level 4 tiles and have kick butt RG camps and beasts as you level your alliance. But you need to make sure the guys in your alliance are leveling and not just phoning it in and skipping over the beast because they don't give a damn. They're just going to turn around and kill C20s because they can't level 20 beasts even though they haven't killed a level 1 yet. All right, but get these things done. I suspected at one point in time having these wood and food quests would determine how many wood and food quests, and it really doesn't. It does seem to be based on castle size, because I have some that were doing the quests. I got some that were not. My 31 has done all those quests. I mean, there's nothing left in the kitty to actually do there. So now we're going to talk about layout. All right. See up here, I got my Alliance Warehouse. It is not here by accident. All right. There is the ability to place a full 8 castles around that Alliance Warehouse. Then I pull that Alliance Warehouse out, and somebody can set their main castle down in the middle of it, and they have an instant plunder to their farms. Okay? They can swap tags back and forth for the farms, or they can swap tags back and forth, but only one port, and usually do it on your way to or from something. Okay. And you can actually see that these are all my farms, right? So I got the Alliance Hospital down there as a placeholder so nothing grows in there. I pull the Alliance Hospital. I plop my castle down in there. I plunder my 8 farms. And the pop C32. That's the thinking, right? But we need those badges. And in order to get badges, we've got to be able to go out and find RG camps and things like that. Or at the very least, get these C31 or better Vampire Queens for the chest to drop. I don't care which. All right. So the I don't give a damn crowd will plop a castle anywhere. So we know that we've got 2 more push sites coming in. And I know that as soon as I burn out this guy that's right here, that's in our way. Right now I'm using him for the attack 100 players quests on all my farms, burning him out slowly. Then we'll burn out the whatever RSS spawns in the area, and we'll plop another 9 castles right there and have a second push spot. All right, I'm going to show you this. They're not donating keys. That means they're not getting any parcels. So you got people who think that them farms are something you can ignore till right the day before KE, go over there and grab 100K of iron. What a waste of time. There is so much more loot in the bounty store. Not to mention, this is how we put loot in the bounty store. So the farmers aren't farming, they're just building castles. And one of the reasons I'm doing this big push and this planned community for a second farm, like I said, we finished our first set of goals, and so I've set up a second set of goals, and this is where the new videos are going to be goal orientated towards. One for helping people build or plan a community from scratch, but for us it's about going to 15 billion power and having 80% of my players being active while doing it. All right, so it's a 2 for catch. So we can't turn around and have 40 guys and 60 farms if we're going to achieve my goal, right? So the reason for having that mixed goal there, and to be honest, we've had 40 active guys and 60 farms. That's what we've been doing. So I got a lot of protest about me throwing everybody, including my own stuff. All my own stuff got thrown out first. I led by example. I threw my own stuff out. This is better for the Alliance long term. We're expecting to get more tiles that we're looking for in that area. All right. And that means the goal here is to save the main account 1 hour a day. I want them to log on, click the hunt button, click go, click, 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 click. Go click their talent first, go attack 6 mobs, and be done. Stamina spent. Maybe do that twice a day and get maximum loot for doing it. I don't want them to have to go around and go, okay, where's a witch? Where's a witch? Where's a witch? I need badges too, not just RSS. So I got to go kill the witch. All right. it adds an hour to the day. And what that's doing is it's taking an hour away from this other stuff. Looking to see what challenges they can get done real quickly. Oh, like, oh, you know what? I need to do some alliance donation for that challenge. So let's go knock that out, right? Uh, if my player only has so much time a day to play, and it's taken up by the very least amount of thing that the least effort stuff that they always do first, which is generally kill beasts. And then what's the last thing we do? We set our tile marches. All right. And if they get used to the fact that it takes them 45, 50 minutes to set their tile marches, because they got to hunt around for a tile to set on, they only got 2 hours. It's taking them an hour to kill beasts. That's all they do. It slows the alliance growth by 30% minimum. All right. So pay attention to people who are stagnating. It is poor use of time, and it would be true with most people. So we're trying to set up to where I'm forcing everybody to do a certain thing, and they got to meet a certain standard to move over to the. Okay, so here's a guy in my main alliance in RRG, Rogers Raiders, and then you see he's now got all his farms surrounding him. Okay, he's still in the main alliance. If he wants to pass stuff from himself, he can. Now, he had the same thing going on over there, except for he had his own alliance name. And he parked all these castles over in my main. Let's go over and look. I'll bet you anything on the north side where all his stuff was. There's level 5 and level 6 mobs that I'm looking for on this tiny account. Here we go. 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s. And this is where the 6 billion power alliances. All right, look, 6s, 7s, 6s. 8s. Gobs of 15s and 16s. Because I got a bunch of C20s who skipped over the 15 content. The nice thing about them being there when everybody needs them is if they'll get off their butt and go and put and go and kill them things and get caught up. But some of them don't know because they get blocked by the wood and kingdom, and they're not even doing the RSS harvesting. They're not, and I'm watching them build gear. Look at this. Just built a nobility coat. I just showed you how quick and easy it is for free to go in there and do that. Now, if I want to actually do it 100% free, I'm going to either have to spend 700 gold, which I can do, or I'm going to have to turn around and get the mob levels up, which means I need to get a volume of troops. This account yesterday was 2.1 million. It does not take long to get these things up to snuff. All right. So like I said, look at this. Level 1s. That means somebody out here needs one. And it's close to this mad account. And there's a whole bunch of people creating new farms. And I'll tell you guys, I blame myself for this. I went and did things, didn't explain what I was doing. Everyone saw me shoot up in growth. And then they thought they were copying me. They went out and built 5 farms real quick, and I had 5 farms. One of the other players in the alliance had 5 farms, and we're shooting people from C26 to C30 in a couple hours. Okay, we didn't just turn on 5 farms and start robbing RSS from them. And I've had to one-on-one explain to people. I was like, look, you got 8 farms. How come you're not C30? If you own 8 farms all by yourself, and I can push a guy from C26 to C30 in less than 2 days of gathering, understand it's because you're not managing your farms. All right. And then because I just got this guy shot up there. So let's go to redeem. Okay, so what we're going to do... Alright. Now, this guy had no troops on him. So, go back in here and reset the mine while I'm thinking about it. Hit redeem. And you see down here, I can't buy any of this stuff. Alright. That's why you've got to be able to do things in order to get down here and make this thing productive. I need to go get past floor 5 to buy 100k irons. And I think one of the 100k silvers. Yeah, right there, the 100k silvers. Alright, so I can't even do that with as few troops that I got, the lack of gear that I got, the lack of gems that I got. So you've got to play the account in order to make the account produce the free loot. Once I get past floor 10, level 2 mining resets twice a day is 1,000,000 iron and 125k silver a day. You cannot farm that much up off tiles. So you have to make the farm viable. It can't just be C16. This is why I'm showing you this account. It may be C16, but it isn't producing a damn thing. Alright, the other thing is the alliance mines. We'll go to resources. Look at that. I can go buy this stuff. Which is nothing. Only reason I'm buying it is because I'm trying to speed through some of the buildings. Because I did open up the expeditions so that I can go and get more speed ups to get more stuff done, to get more speed ups, to get more stuff done, so that when I get to where I'm building my bannered up buildings. Alright. So it's real tempting. And see, look at there. I could actually build that, and that's a good. That's a piece that helps. Let's look at the benefits. 10% training capacity, 10% more hospital. So that's a good piece right now. So if I go to Majestic Sheds, see, I can't do anything over here on what I want to do. Those you got to kill some high-level mobs for. So, we're going to be looking for that hat, right? And we're going to be looking for these boots so that we can... Those are two of the components that you're going to need in order to be for this to be one of your 2 farms that's exchanging goods to you every day. All right. So, and then your VIP, of course. And while we're here, and then this is what I'm going to be sitting here doing forever while we get up steps. I'm got to get these crests up to date. All right. So one more of those crests will give me 113 defense, which is enough to get up there to where it starts dropping purple patterns, and that means I can turn around and build the purple chest, and that'll get me another 3 levels where I get 2 of the plunders that'll drop purple patterns. And we have that seesaw, and it takes about 4 weeks to get to level 8, where then I'm getting 300k in silver a day out of the catacombs, and another 1.5 million or 1.25 million, something like that, in iron. So for 2 logins a day, I clear 2 million iron and everything else. So for the growth farm, for these accounts to be pushing the other stuff. All right, so I like I said, I set it up on badges, and I also set down the Alliance Silver Mine. And I'll tell you why. And we had it at iron. Well, a C10 can do iron. Well, C10s are ruining my area. Okay, so if you want to use the Alliance mine, get the damn thing to C16, at least C15. Uh, the and then at least what you're gathering from the Alliance every day is a material that's hard to get. All right. If I go here gather, see, I'm gonna get 11,000 even out of this tiny march. Uh, and then at that point, once you've gotten to Catacomb 8, you're done doing that stuff. Swap your research over to making that mining go faster. Skip around, get the Alliance silver to where you're silver gathering in your talents, your silver gathering in your research, and you are getting all of that loot, right? Look at all that loot that I'm getting. That 14,000 guards. Oh, let's go over here. Item list. Guards. You know why there was no guards in there? Because we've been buying them up. I've been cracking the whip over here. Okay, so now on the store side, I can go over here and I can get 24 or something. Not a big freaking deal. But more importantly, we'll look at my guards. We don't skip content, remember? Look, I got an ambassador that all right, so guard enhancement. She is resource gathering speed. I'm just going to dump my guard XP on her. All right. So if I wanted to start improving this account's ability to feed me other stuff, I would start doing all those things that need to get done in order to buy guard cards, right? I would get my airship stuff done. I would get my expeditions, get it dropping. And then at some point, because I'm never going to go to combat with my farm, I'm not buying speed ups to grow out. I mean, once you hit C22, C23, you just go in there and you buy the epic guard so that this thing is an epic farmer. All right, it's planning to plan. All right, takes a lot of work. Go from starter farmer to epic farmer, 4 months. But then this account is really valuable because at that point, it's not going over and grabbing 11,000 silver from the Alliance mine. It's going to be grabbing 600, 700,000 a day. Okay, on top of what you're getting. So you're up to 1 million silver a day with your Alliance gather and your catacombs. And that means one farm can feed one thing at C31 it takes 5 days. So, plus you got your main, plus you got probably another farm. All right, so this is planning the community to support it, planning your castle to support the community's effort to support you. You don't want a bunch of level 5 tiles sprouting up right next to all your farms. I mean, look at all these level 7s that are sprouting up over here. We want to keep that happening. All right. We want the mob levels going down as these cascades. That's I told everybody it would. I mean, you were over here. If we'd been over here last week looking at this, every one of these was a witch. Okay, so they're drifting downwards because they're getting replaced with low-level mobs. So, plan to plan. Right now, I think a good optimum number is to make sure that your alliance is 150 kilometers from somebody else's mess. All right, because I have this feeling that about 75 kilometers is where the tile reset circle is. Okay, so don't let them scatter the castles out and keep the mess combined. And don't be afraid to go onto the map and go pick out some spot down in La La Land. I mean, look, nobody over here, right? There's level 4 tiles, but look at all the high level beasts. It is a variety pack. The reason it's a variety pack is there's nothing for it to roll against. So it goes to some default little bit of everything. All right. You go plant a farm down here, and that variety pack's going to change. All right. It's going to be more focused on whatever castles you're playing with at the time. If it wasn't so expensive to teleport, I'd move these new farms down here for a while just to kill beasts and then move them back where they were out there by themselves and they would get what they need. But that's 2,000 there, 2,000 back. Or spend a bunch of stuff in. Now, one of the other things is the Alliance store on a farm. Advanced teleports. I didn't put that in there. VIP, yes. Speed ups, yes. Get them to plow through their quests and stuff. And then the fortress teleports. If you're going to put fortress teleports in the store, please plan your push spots towards the outer edge. Otherwise, guys going for the cheaper teleport are going to screw up, and then they're not going to be able to afford to move. So we've pushed those push spots to the outer edges. That's where we created those circles. All right. See, we got a circle of castles there. Like I said, we had a planned circle over there. And there was some other circle over here. Oh, where was he? I saw Travel King. We showed him on film a minute ago. Anywho. All right. So there's method to the madness. It's not a matter of just shoving people off to the side. And the reason for doing this is one, when I took in 2 mergers, I watched the mob quality and the tile quality for what was left in those old alliances just plummet. They're logging on, they're doing 1 hour, 2 hour a day, they're barely playing the game, and they've never completed any of the tasks. And this is a way to look from the outward environment around castles and alliance to determine whether or not they're doing their work, because I have no way to look inside your account and see if you're doing a good job. All right, and I don't want that ability. I already got way too many of you guys finding me in game and PMing me for advice. Guys, take that times about 500,000 players, and that you kind of get the. I'm not that famous, nor do I want to be. I don't mean to be rude about it, but man, I don't know what would make someone think is like, wow, he didn't tell us how to find him. Maybe I'll figure it out on my own, and he'll be happy to help me for free. So, usually polite about it, but no, deep down, I resent it. And that's not true of everything. I got guys who are asking for me to help them plan their communities or plan their alliances out to get set up for KVK. And that's good for this channel. It's good for the growth of the game. And quite frankly, learning when to be tough right off the get-go is part of it. If you can come in there, coin just a little bit, put down the 12-year-old boy teenage crap of it's a war game, as the excuse of why you don't think you have to follow any societal rules whatsoever in a socialized game that has combat strategy to it. Because if it's just a war game, how deep is your credit card? And why do my free accounts keep kicking your credit card enriched little butts? All right, it's a strategy game. It's a good strategy game, and we just need to fix some of the little stuff that's in there. And some of it's us learning how things work so that we know how to apply it here. Everything that I just showed you on here is not unique to GOG or even Kings of Avalon. Any game that seeds resources in a similar manner. So this is a great how to move into the elite gamer category, is knowing that this is going to happen, and that you can manipulate and push your environment around a little bit. All right, because that is what I'm talking about doing here. I'm talking about getting my players to understand that I'm manipulating the environment so they get more stuff for free faster, so that I get what I want, which is that 15 billion alliance with an 80% activity rate, because no one had to go log on every day and waste 2 hours looking for a beast or a tile. If GOG cannot address this by putting a skip button in, I would love to have that skip and stop it rolling. Just I don't want the XP. Throw it away. It's useless freaking XP. It's useless freaking this stuff. The only benefit to this, and the reason everybody skips it, the only benefit to this is it is weeding your lawn. And, get this stuff done. Get it done in mass. And you will see really kick butt mobs start spawning around all your stuff, and all of a sudden everybody's got lots of stuff they can unbag and give away. All right? All right, guys. I appreciate it. I know this was a long one, but it's an important one that we've been kind of putting into practice, and I let slide when I brought in a couple mergers. It's kind of a running joke in the kingdom that I'm kind of a tile Nazi around my hive. And that's, but there's a reason guys are traveling 400 kilometers to farm tiles around my hive. We've done the hard work to keep the little crappy castles that started in day one and then abandoned their castles. My alliance went over and hit them 400 times until they burn ported. All right, to where you just burned down their walls and we force ported them. We spent a month and a half doing that, and I kid you not, the day I got the last castle kicked out that was abandoned right next to our hive, I had a Chinese bot farm drop a fortress down there that day, tried to set up a bot farm, and drop their towers next to our border, and then wonder why we went to war. All right, it's real nice to go out there and look at my nice clean mowed lawn and say, hey, I think I'm going to build a golf course there. Yeah, you ain't. But not the first time we've done it. It does require a little maintenance, and like I said, it was a little sloppy on my part as a leader to not enforce some regulated rules on what farms got where. C20s, so that they request silver, and make sure they do their quests so that they're getting high level mobs. If you look around your alliance and there's a bunch of freaking low level mobs, start looking at who hadn't logged on in 10 days. All right. Start looking at who hadn't logged on in 10 days. Don't mess around with the not maintaining the inactives. Just kicking them and stealing their RSS is not enough. You need to burn them out. And it used to be we religiously did that a year ago. There wasn't too many alliances where we didn't turn around and as an alliance everybody throw some kicks in and burn a guy out of there, so that in 2 days he burned down and poured it out. But we did it to keep the hive clean for aesthetic reasons and not growth reasons. There's a growth reason here. All right, so pay attention to that. Like, subscribe. We are syndicated now. You guys probably saw an ad before you started watching this video. That means all the people who've been stealing my videos, and there was a bunch of them. You may see my videos on other channels now, but the ads are mine. The We have given permission for other channels to copy my videos and put them up on their channels. So if anybody else is wanting to create playlists off my videos for your alliance underneath your channel, you're welcome to do so. Just do note that, it's my work, my ads. And I'm going to do a video kind of showing the behind the scenes, because I get a lot of questions about making this stuff. And just like everything else, I was a trial and error. So I will do a good little what I've done and how I've done it, and if somebody wants to duplicate what I've done out there, they're more than welcome to. I have never ever feared competition. If you actually start sneaking up on me or passing me, it means I'm not working hard enough. It'll force me to buckle down. So look forward to that. If you guys got interest in doing this kind of stuff, I will show you how to set up your own stuff, and we're going to go through a whole bunch of the stuff I had to do to get YouTube to be cooperative. I think 2,700 more subscribers, and YouTube gives me a free studio to do professional studio recording stuff in. So I don't know that I'll ever use that benefit, but it's one that happens once you get that many subscribers. I appreciate all you guys who've subscribed so far anyway. We kind of steamrolled past my competition in subscriber numbers. We haven't in views, but they've also been around a year and a half longer than I have. And I'm always suspicious of views because people throw their videos in these auto viewers to get their numbers up. I could care less, because auto viewers, it's not real. I judge what we do around here based on the results we have. If I shoot a video and see my view time go down, you didn't like the video. You don't even have to put it in the comments. I already know you didn't like the video. And I'll show you that kind of stuff in the when I want to do a little insider behind the scenes stuff and logging into the accounts and stuff. So I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, guys.